What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? We out here today. You know what this is already. You see what's going on in the title. You hear it. You know what's happening here today. I want to know what everybody's feeling about this particular topic. Ladies and gentlemen, jump in. Drop your likes in. Drop your likes down. Drop your likes down. Check in, show your face, show your words. It's gonna be one of them type shows, man. I wanna see what's going on with everybody here. Jump in, jump in, jump in. It's one of them shows, man. Yeah. Shout out to everybody up in the building so far. More to come, I'm sure. We're going to do what it do today. This is going to be one of them shows. I expect people to get just a little bit emotional about this particular topic because, you know, that kind of thing happens. The call-in line is going to be ready to rock and roll. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of them shows, man. We're just going to have to really get into it today. But don't be bashful. Don't be bashful. Don't be bashful. Jump on in. Show your face. Show some love. Drop that like. Please do drop that like if you haven't already. Drop a share. Even more importantly, it's so important for us to share this so YouTube will start giving it that growth. You already know what it is. Andrew Johnson. Who is more beautiful, Ashanti or Alicia Keys? Hard choice, right? No, definitely not a hard choice. I would absolutely 110% say that Ashanti is more beautiful than Alicia Keys just because she is way more feminine. Easy one. You can keep them coming if you want before we get crowded and start getting to do what it do. Because once I start rolling, I'm not going to stop rolling. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's a very easy one, Angel Johnson. That was way too easy for me, if you ask me. That's way too easy. Alicia Keys is not very feminine. We're going to have a legitimate discussion over here today. We're going to talk about Jasmine Brown. Joe Green Films up in this bitch. Yes, she is. Exactly. Ashanti all day. Ashanti would get like a 9. Alicia Keys like a 7.5. That's just because she's not really feminine. For real. Alicia is kind of masculine, right? Yes, exactly. She is. She truly is. And that's why I would say no. We don't do the masculine stuff over here. For real. The VW. Oh, damn. He's voting already. I see you, Sharpshooter, up in this piece already voting. You're not playing no games. I understand you, bro. And when he says the Volkswagen, for those of you who don't know, Volkswagen owns a million companies. Volkswagen owns Bugatti. Volkswagen owns Porsche. Volkswagen owns Audi. And of course, Volkswagen. And there's probably some more German cars that I haven't mentioned, but the rest of them don't really matter. But yeah, he's voting for the Bugatti. The school bus is the winner from last week. I actually had a really good one. I'll be very honest with you guys today. I left that bad boy at home, so we have a repeat. But I think the Bugatti should have no problem dusting off this school bus, and I'm really angry at the school bus. The only reason I don't really like the school bus is because these cars are supposed to be a 132 scale. This is an actual 132 scale, meaning that if you divided it into 32, this would be the actual size. This is not right because a school bus should be like hanging over the edge of this thing, for real. So just on the strength of that, I'm hoping the school bus gets the hell out of here because it's an embarrassment. And the transparent doors is a no-go as well. So whatever you feel, I'm with this shit. Ashanti got too many. Whoa. All right. I'm trying to keep it clean, particularly in the first 5 minutes, so I'm not going to read that, but that's fine. You could go hard in the comments, pause, but I'm not going to repeat that one. Mr. Green. Okay, y'all over here meeting and greeting. I hear you. Oh, well, listen, any more votes, go ahead and do it because I'm probably not even going to get into it. I anticipate some people calling up once they see this clip and losing their actual minds. I expect some people today to lose their minds. Jasmine Brown, if you aren't familiar with that particular clip, she got in some serious trouble after this clip. A lot of women didn't like it. There were some men who didn't like it, which I couldn't understand for the life of me, but there were some men who just didn't like this clip. But the women in particular really were not for it. There are some women who said, yeah. A lot of women that I know personally said it was a go, what she said here. I'm absolutely going to run that clip in just a moment. But, you know, I wanted to give it a chance for a couple cats to come in here. Give me a couple more votes versus the Volkswagen. I know Ashanti and Alicia Keys is exciting, but this is where we at today with it. You know what I mean? This is what we have right in front of us for all of us to reference right now. So pick a car, any car. I don't care once we get a couple votes. I'm really not going to jump back in. People, feel free to vote at any point in this video, but I may or may not mention it. Maybe. It depends on how I'm feeling, because I feel like it's one of these topics today that's going to get people kind of hyped and excited. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm with it. So I'm hoping that the school bus gets up out of here today. And I normally don't have any vested interest in a particular car, but today, yeah, I'm going with the Volkswagen. Right with your sharpshooter. So check this out. I got a whole clip here with Jasmine Brown. We're going to run this 2 to 3 times today. And no, they are not on the witness protection program or anything like that. And I pretty much disguised the voices and disguised, I put an effect on it so the algorithm would not recognize it, and I would get away with using their clip without even asking them. So we're gonna go right ahead with this. I'm gonna run it and let's see what's up. But matter of fact, hold up, let me run this dagger intro for it. And that's where we at today with it. I'm gonna run a clip like the here we go. We're gonna go right ahead and run this clip called Crazy, because that's how it's going down today. Jasmine Brown, let's get into it. You ready?
So I guess when I'm listening to your relationship style, I'm like, if we kind of broke it down into like to-dos specifically, like what does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. Like I am a submissive. So like in a way, my love language in sex is like I like for you to tell me what to do. So sometimes it's like, Jazz, sit your ass down somewhere. It's like, oh shit. What I do? Let me sit down, you know? But it's like, I am satisfied in serving. I'm a servant. And I watched my mother serve. My mother's love for my father wasn't conditional. But
It's your joy.
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Like every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. But I find joy in being your rest. And it shouldn't be conditional. I think anything goes for sure if you're comfortable with the person. Because I'm doing shit I never did before. I'm just like, I would have never done this, but you know what? I'm comfortable with this person and I feel safe.
Do you have an example?
Anal. Like, have an example? Yeah, that.
Hold on, homegirl must get one of these. I'm sorry. Hey, listen, I don't care if she is gassing or not. It is just lovely to hear this type of rhetoric from a woman, seriously, because it is refreshing to hear something like this versus what we are used to hearing out here. Because you know it don't normally sound like this. I need somebody to verify that they have ever gotten their back scratched to sleep. I don't know if cats have had that for real. Like, I don't know, but baby, that is something different. I haven't even heard of that before. I did not know that that was a thing. Seriously? Like, you can get your back scratched to sleep? Is that for real? Like, for real?
Another one. Another one.
For real?
Another one.
For real?
Another one. Another one. And another one.
Exactly. Are we for real? Is this a thing? Is this a whole actual thing though? Is it a thing? Has anybody ever had some type of treatment like that? If you and if anybody has ever had a female treat them a certain way that this Jasmine Brown reminds you of, like, where she just does something that's like extra that your average woman doesn't do. I just want to hear that story for real, because this is just this is epic. And I'm not saying that this is uncommon. Well, it's definitely uncommon, but I'm not saying that this is a new thing. This is obviously an old thing. This is not the type of thing that you hear about in today's society. In general, you know, you hearing about the hot girl summers and women being liberated and blah, 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 and all that stuff. Yeah, she did. He said it. Yes, sir. She said anal, bro. That was, yeah. That's what she said, man. She is with the hits. Seriously.
Perfect.
No pun intended. Yeah. She's all over it, man. And there's so much to unpack with this, right? Because a lot of men want to know how they can get this type of treatment. That's the number one question. You would love to know how you can get this type of treatment. And a lot of men feel like they may be entitled to this type of treatment. I'm here to tell you, for real, this ain't for everybody, cuz. This ain't for everybody, cuz. I'm sorry. It's not for everybody, cuz. You got to be doing your thizzle. You got to be up in the mix, man. You got to be doing your thizzle, because this woman right here is seriously rewarding her man. And the reason that she would do that is because this man makes her feel like no other man has before. You know what I'm saying? Because this was not her attitude forever. Anybody who knows about her, this isn't something that she's ever promoted before. You know what I'm saying? So she probably did not feel like this before, because she's been in the public eye for a good 10 decades now, right? So this isn't common practice. Maybe it is common practice for her, but she really feels like she needs to promote this at this point. So there's got to be something special about the homeboy, pause, that has her feeling the way she's feeling. I'm gonna get into a couple of these comments right here. All right. Lost my mind when neighbor told me today that I sold a what? 5D Mark III for $350 with the 28 to 105L series lens. Yikes, baby, that's different. GC says I have had the back scratching. Showing up choppy, bro. Really? Choppy? Really? Better not be. Not supposed to be choppy out here, man. They're gonna make me force close up in here, boy. Force close a couple of these cats, man. That's how we coming. I will force close some of these cats. Don't make me do it. Yeah. So, I mean, with that, right? For real, I don't understand. Oh, Mike Lowry. Same here, choppy. Really? It is short of choppy? What the fuck's going on here, buddy? Check my monitor. Alright, well, yeah, this is. What the fuck's going on here, bro? Do you two guys be, like, really not favoring me sometimes? We're going to keep it going, though, because I feel like it's going to iron out. I've had stupid issues like this for no apparent reason, dude. I done upgraded computers and everything else in the world, and I don't know. Sometimes it just does that. But we're gonna rock out, man. What I do want to know is if y'all cats can hear me well. If I'm chopping up like that, then you gotta let me know. Cause that will, yeah, it's top. I'm looking at it right now. It's really chopping the hell up. Something's absolutely wrong here. Absolutely wrong here. Absolutely wrong here. I'm gonna run this clip one more time for anybody who just jumped in. And while that happens, I'm going to see what's going on with this blasted internet.
So I guess when I'm listening to your relationship style, I'm like, if we kind of broke it down into like to-dos specifically, like what does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. Like I am a submissive. So like in a way, my love language in sex is like I like for you to tell me what to do. So sometimes it's like, Jazz, sit your ass down somewhere. It's like, oh shit. What I do? Let me sit down, you know? But it's like, I am satisfied in serving. I'm a servant. And I watched my mother serve. My mother's love for my father wasn't conditional. But
It's your joy.
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Like every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. But I find joy in being your rest. And it shouldn't be conditional. I think anything goes for sure if you're comfortable with the person. Because I'm doing shit I never did before. I'm just like, I would have never done this, but you know what? I'm comfortable with this person and I feel safe. Do you have an example? Anal. Like, have an example? Yeah, that.
Yeah, buddy. That's some old different stuff there, man. That is some old different stuff right there, buddy. I don't know what she's got cooking, but yeah, that is absolutely different stuff right there. Sounds like a Space Martian voice. The sound effect. All right, yeah. Okay, so what happened with that, right? I am completely not trying to get a whole copyright strike because I'm not really with that. That's why I decided to disguise the voices just a bit and all of that. So that's what's going on with that situation. That's the only thing going on right there. And what's going on with this goddamn choppy? Sometimes this shit is just crazy. We're going to keep it going, man. We're going to keep it going. But I do want to know some of your thoughts on here. But yeah, that's only disguise. I disguised the visual just a bit. I did a lot of things to it to make it so they would never recognize where this video came from. That's the only reason. Jasmine Brown doesn't actually sound like she's on the witness protection program or anything like that. That's not a thing, but it just looks like that in this particular case, only because of what we're doing here. However, it looks a little better. It looks like we're not chopping right now, so that's good. I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything really, but it's not doing that. So, yeah. I'm going to open up the number in just a second here. I want to see what cats are doing. I'm going to open up that number. I would love a couple votes. Anybody who has not voted yet, please do vote. So far, the Bugatti is ahead. Anyone who has not voted yet, jump in. I want to know, school bus or Bugatti? Let's go. And then the number comes up. I want to know what you think of what happened here with this particular female, Jasmine Brown. Is she on point? Is she wrong? And I definitely want to hear some ladies out here, man, for real. If men, feel free to call. If you call up and you get through first, it is what it is. But women out here, I want to know what you think about this, because this is one of those topics, man. I want to know if this resonates with you in a good way, or does this just make you feel like slapping the nightmare out of somebody? Just let me know what you think. I want to know what it is that you think. All right, we got another vote for the Bugatti. So it looks like that bad boy's going to be gone. My mother effing Lowry, bad boys. Yes. Okay. Oil clean. Oil good. All right. Well, it looks like I'm monitoring the video now, and it's not looking so choppy right now. It's not looking choppy at all. It's back to normal. I don't know what. I don't know. I think one of these devices were causing a bottleneck, so I disabled one of the devices, and it looks to be normal again. It's the weirdest things how internet traffic was. If I wasn't in IT, I never would have figured that out. But we're all good. Daryl Morgan up in this piece. Bugatti, let's go. So we got the clip. You see what's happening here. Jasmine Brown says that she is submissive. She got it from the women like crazy. The women were not feeling it. The women were not feeling it. Not at all. They were not feeling it. Take it to the streets TV. Chew the Fat with Smoove. What's happening?
What's going on? It's your boy A1G. How you feeling, man?
A1G's friend to the show. What's happening with you, bro? How are you feeling?
I'm very well, very swell.
Pause.
So,
Carry
you
on.
know what I'm here to talk about.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Carry on, my friend. What do you got?
But no, but I just literally just did topic on this for my last podcast, and I made myself very clear. What men say matters because I said and she agrees. And if you don't agree with what she's saying, you're for the street. If you don't agree with what Jasmine Brown
Really?
She belongs to the streets.
that means you promote the opposite of what you're saying. You promote being for the street. You promote not being for your man. You promote not being for this street man. So if you're not for this street man, it's either left or right. So if you're not for this street man, that means you support hoeing.
Okay.
It's either left or right, black or white.
Gotcha.
You support being for the street.
Do you feel like she's doing the most?
You're a rat fell who don't like it.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, what do you feel like her job, how she's doing her job? From a 1 to 10, from what she says. 20. No such thing.
And you can't use that.
It'd be 10. It'd be 10. So you're saying she's perfect. Perfect. She's perfect.
Perfect.
I mean, well, as far as her man, she's done before. She was not like this before, but guess what? It's never split the chance.
True. I believe in redemption. Correct. Correctamundo.
Because she realized she didn't change her ways, she was going to end up alone.
She's gonna die alone.
She sees what it is. She sees what it is, and she realized I need to make a change if I really want to sell it out with a man that I like. And I said this on my last podcast on this topic. The more submissive you are to a man, and the more powerful you make him, is the more powerful you become as a woman.
Today I got time, cuz.
Got it.
Power gives you power. The more submissive you are to him, he will give you whatever you want.
Okay. Very valid. All right. Now that is actually insightful. Always a pleasure, my brother. Appreciate you chiming in. And yeah. I hope y'all mess with it. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this. Appreciate you, dude, man. We'll holler at you again. All right, brother. Word. Later. Bet. So that's what A1G's has to say. This is and anyone who wants to follow that brother, he's right in the chats, right? Relationship Talk with G's podcast. If y'all want to follow his channel, he has some similar views to what I would say our views are aligned in most scenarios. So he's also got very good content. Go in there and check the homeboy out. You already know what it do. Let me get to a couple of these comments here. All right. So this is what GC says. He says, "Oh, we got to vote for the school bus." Okay, and I'm gonna get into that from Joe Green Films. GC says that Jasmine Brown treatment got to be earned. You have to be an exceptional man to be deserving of it. Well said, my friend. And we're gonna dig into that, bro. I'm really gonna get into that later on. I got some things. Don't worry about it. We're just getting everybody warmed up, but I got some things for that. I'm gonna let you know what to do because yes, you were absolutely right. This is not for everyone, my brother. This is not for the lazy guy, man. This is not for the guy that ain't working. You know what I mean? This is not for the video gamer that's not a professional. It's not. You know what I mean? Shout out to all of my video gamers that are doing something with it. You feel me? But this is not for you. This is not for the lounger. This is not for the beer drinker that just drinks beer. This is not for you, brother. This is not for you. This is not for the dude who waits for his woman to come home after she got off work because you wasn't doing nothing all day. No, brother. You don't get that type of treatment, bro. No. I'm going to get into that, but I'm going to get into these comments real quick. Joker Film says the bus is carrying our next generation of our kids and leaders. The Bugatti is carrying a rich man they don't give a F about. Nobody else but himself and his money. Okay, bro, you got that. You got that. Okay. But you're probably gonna be on an island with this one, brother. I feel like you're going to be on an island with this one. This is just what I think. I'm gonna predict it right now. I feel like you will be on an island with this one. So far, you're the only school bus, and I commend you for sticking to your guns, standing behind it. I really mess with you for that. It's real. It's raw. But you're probably alone on this one. Gotcha. Bet. So, here we go. Sharpshooter. All right, he's talking to the homeboy. All right. Gotcha. Okay. I'll turn the caller up a little bit more. That's low as hell. All right, so yeah, we out here with this. All right, y'all are really shouting each other out here. They sound like demons. Okay, Joe Green Films with diamond-studded skulls. Gonna stop taking shots at gamers. No, I'm not gonna stop taking shots at gamers, man. And I'm gonna tell you why, man. I'm gonna tell you why I don't appreciate the gaming thing. Once upon a time, I was a gamer, man, and I wasted so much life. I got a story for you, man. For real. And this should hit home for a lot of you, brothers. This is the real deal. This is the real deal. So what I'm going to say is that soundbite alert. Go ahead and hit your screen captures now. Because I'm going to tell you a little bit about gaming. Once upon a time in my life, I wasted life. Up until my late 20s. A lot of gaming. I was really appreciative of the games. Until I realized how much life I lost behind games. And if I would not have played video games and would have started doing what I'm doing now in the place of video games back then, I'd have been a multimillionaire already. It's going to happen still. Don't get it twisted. But I wasted so much time already. I could have been enjoying my millions right now if I would have started doing what I'm doing now in my 20s. Instead of playing video games, I would have already been playing with my millions. And that's why I say that. And here's something that you have to understand about females. I got a video game story for you. For those of you who are familiar with COD, better known as Call of Duty for the non-gamers. Even if you're not a gamer, you know the game Call of Duty because you saw the commercial playing during something that you were watching, whether you liked it or not. So here we go. In the game Call of Duty, right? Women play life like Call of Duty. The difference is women get to play in recruit mode. So when you get the Call of Duty, the first thing that most of us do, what I always did anytime a new Call of Duty dropped, I jumped into campaign mode. Campaign mode would represent you as an individual. You are a man. You are campaign mode. And what you don't want to do is you never want the woman to ever beat the game. Never let the woman beat the game. Once you decide to communicate, once you decide to give the woman everything that she desires, everything that she wants in the game, There's no longer a mystery to you. There's no longer an edge to you. There's no more challenge to you. She's going to beat the game. And what happens when you beat the game? You go right back into multiplayer mode. I apologize. Don't ever let your woman beat the game. But I've just been on a little tangent right now, man. I'm going to get right back into these comments real quick. All right. Let's see what we got here, man. Okay. Facts. You want to play some Ark with the with the mercenaries? Okay. Y'all talking that video game lingo. I know what Ark is, but I've never played Ark. I stopped playing games before that thing came out. Yep. Okay. Let's just talk what G said. No. This is GTA 5 online. We taking all shots. Okay. Trump should have said, Smoove, well, you have to take care of your issues with gaming. Alright. Relationship Talk with G's podcast. Recruit mode. I'm listening. Yes. And Sharp says, hey, he got the question marks. I hear you. What is the vape tonight? It's a strawberry, man. It's a strawberry. I normally don't even name it. I don't name my. This is a brandy. This is the vape. I normally name the cars, but y'all don't care about this. If you do, you let me. He cares. It's a strawberries and cream custom juice that I rock out with. You know what I mean? That's what that is. So that's what I wanted to get into. I feel like I need to run a clip again another time, but I don't really want to jump into it just yet. I wanted to see what any other individuals feel about this. Anyone at all. I don't care. You can call up. The number's on there. I want to know what your experience is with your woman in particular. Do you have a woman that caters to you? Do her friends come off as haters or piranhas, as I like to call them, and discourage her from taking care of you? I can tell you, me in particular, my wife dealt with that, and she had lots of haters and detractors that told her, oh, he's not even your husband. What are you doing? Right? What are you doing? Why are you taking care of him like that? What do you mean you want to wash his clothes? What do you mean you're cooking for him? What do you mean? Yam. All this stuff, right? They got all this to say. And then she ended up with the ring, and these cats is like perpetual single. Stupid. That's where you're at with it. Up until now, you still are perpetual single. That's it. That's what you do. That's what it is that you do. And don't get me wrong. I know you get your rocks off once in a while. There's going to be some dudes that's going to do a flyby. You're going to get it off. Once in a while, they're going to give it to you. You know what I mean? You get it off. But that's recreational purposes. And you have to understand that men and women purpose females. People do not understand that point. Women understand, for the most part, that men will purpose them. Sometimes it depends. If they really like a dude, their vision gets super cloudy. And I'm going to tell you about that. Let's go for it, man. Because what you got to understand is, right now, you got a wife, right? Or you got a fiance, or you got a girlfriend that you respect, and you feel like she respects you, right? And everything's all good and lovey-dovey and all of that. And she might have made you wait. She might have made you wait like 6 months, 3 months, the 90-day joint. At the bare minimum, 3 dates, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? She made you wait for it. She managed it. She rationed it, right? She rationed it. She made you wait. She made you produce. She made you show what your worth is as a man, right? right? She made you prove to her that you were a worthy man to be her long-term mate, whether that is a boyfriend, husband, whatever, right? And she made you wait. But what you have to understand is that before you, sometimes during or after you, hopefully not, but usually at least before you, that fiance, that girlfriend, that wife met one of them boys that she was extremely sexually attracted to, that there was no gatekeeper, there was no goaltender in the way, there was nothing, that she met, and she might have jumped off with the first night, man. I apologize.
Today I got time, cuz.
But you just have to understand that, because women will purpose you. If a woman is sexually attracted to you and she doesn't want to be bothered with all the hoopla and everything else, but she wants what you have in your pocket, she's not going to make you wait. And you must understand that. It is what it is. That same girl that you got as wifey, go ahead and look at her. Look her in the eye. She gonna either blush, laugh, or look away. If she does one of those three things, just understand. Just understand, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, she done jumped off with a Pookie Ray Ray, man. Or a Chad. Or a Chad. Just understand that this is what happens. And I know this isn't something that you want to hear, but once in a while, Pookie Ray Ray show up, bro. It is what it is. Pookie Ray Ray show up. He come down. Maybe he bought a big chain. Maybe he don't. He might not have nothing to his name, but he got something that homegirl wants. Whether it's charisma. Maybe she think he might have a nice size yum yum, whatever. She might dig homeboy. He might have caught her on a rebound. You never know. But you got to understand. If he's got what she wants, she's not going to make him work for it. Chad, same deal. This that dude getting to the bread. He might have a certain look because the money would make you look a certain way. This is how it goes down. You got to understand. You have to face the harsh reality that woman that you respect, that woman that you admire, that woman that you adore, at some point, she done jumped off with Pookie, Ray Ray, or Chad. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
She belongs to the streets.
And that may be. That may be. But you have to understand that women will purpose you. Just like, gentlemen, when you meet a woman, you will purpose her. If you be like, man, this joint bad. Depending on where you are. If you were a dude you're a 50,000 guy, you would be attracted to a woman who's a 50,000 girl, or 60 or 70,000 or 80,000 girl. Because, you know what I mean, you need a little bit to compensate for what you're doing. And I dig it. And I understand it. I ain't hating on that. Because that's what it do. That's what it do. That's what it do. And I dig that. But you got to understand. That's not part of her plan. You don't know what you were purposed for. Females have the ability to purpose you for whatever. She's going to have a dude just for a shoulder to cry on. She will have a dude just to talk like a girlfriend. You'll be a boyfriend girlfriend. That's what or a girlfriend boyfriend, however you want to call it. It doesn't matter. But you will be a man that is treated like one of her girlfriends, that she will gossip and talk about her other stories with other men who are not as good. You got to understand, you could be the resource man where you drive her around, where you give her bread for certain things, and she'll dry beg you for money. Hey, I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money. Dang, yo, you know what? I really need to pay this phone bill joint. My joint crazy right now. And if you want to fall for it, bro, me personally,
Combo breaker.
don't even do it, bro. Don't even waste your resources. Because what I'm here to tell you is that no man or woman respects anything that isn't earned. I'll give you a perfect example. Go to the buffet. How much food you waste? You grab everything. Everything. If you go to a restaurant that you know $200 a plate, you're going to eat light. All of a sudden, you drink water now. You ain't never drank no water. You drink beer and soda only. All of a sudden, you want to drink water now. You want something light. You want a soft drink. You don't want that wine because you know it's going to be $300 for that bottle. You don't want that. No. We ain't doing that. Ho. No. We don't need that. Hold on. It's not a necessity. No. I don't even want to drink tonight. All of a sudden, you ain't a drunk no more. I don't want to drink tonight, man. Forget that. No. We're not drinking tonight. No. We don't need to drink every night. No. We're drinking when we get home or something. Maybe. I don't know. I might change my mind. You know what I'm saying? You're not a hungry all of a sudden, bro. You just want to eat moderately. You're no longer a savage at the table. And then you go to the buffet. Now all of a sudden you're like man versus food. You can eat everything. You want fried chicken. You want baked chicken. You want noodles. You know what I'm saying? You want that pasta and rice. You want 4 different kinds of meats. Pause. You want everything. You want to eat it all. And you want dessert. 4-course meals. You eat all kinds of dessert because it's free. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, people. If it's free, it's not respected. You're going to do what you want with it. If it's not earned, when you start giving people things that they don't deserve, they're not going to appreciate it. A lot of people feel like women don't have any logic. Women don't have any reason. Women don't have any Pro Tools or Fruity Loop Studio or none of that. And I understand what you're saying with that, right? But the problem is women do have logic. Women do have reasoning. A lot of behaviors that are coined as woman behaviors are simply human nature. Simply human nature. A woman is going to try to get her best option. If she does not feel like you are the best option, she will not respect you. You got to understand that part. I'm going off. Let me get somebody. Hold on. Let me get somebody. Hold on. It must be the THC. Okay. I don't have THC in my vape, bro. Joe Greenfield says, Smoove, you was trashing games. You don't have any proof of that. Mind blowing. Okay, dude, y'all really hating out here. I see the gamers trying to give me some venom back, and I understand. I feel your pain. I would too. Hey, everybody, says Midnight Haven Tarot up in its piece. What up, Midnight Haven Tarot? What up? And GC says, yeah, what up, Midnight? Okay, cool. Man, y'all stop me for that. For y'all greeting each other. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all better start hitting me with this content, bro. I want to know what's going on. I want to know where your mind at on this particular situation. I know you all happy to see each other, and that's what's up. But I want you cats to tell me what you feel about this situation. I want to know if y'all think I'm out here blowing smoke. I want to know if you think I'm right. The number's sitting right there. Throw it in the comment, whatever you want. I don't care how you slice it. Just bring it. But I want to know what y'all think about this particular situation. There's a few more different people in here, so I must run this clip one more time. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do what it do. I'm gonna run this clip one more time, and we like to hear it. Here it go.
So I guess when I'm listening to your relationship style, I'm like, if we kind of broke it down into like to-dos specifically, like what does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. Like I am a submissive. So like in a way, my love language in sex is like I like for you to tell me what to do. So sometimes it's like, just sit your ass down somewhere. That's like, oh shit. What I do? Let me sit down, but it's like I am satisfied in serving. I'm a servant, and I watched my mother serve. My mother's love for my father wasn't conditional, but
It's your joy.
It is my joy. I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Like every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. But I find joy in being your rest. And it shouldn't be conditional. I think anything goes for sure if you're comfortable with the person. Because I'm doing shit I never did before. I'm just like, I would have never done this, but you know what? I'm comfortable with this person and I feel safe. Do you have an example? Anal. Like, have an example? Yeah, that.
Baby, listen, I don't care what you think about homegirl. It is what it is. It is what it is. And shout out to Layla. She's literally taking a bubble bath watching this. I hear you. Why this sounds, they're not evil and they're not in the witness protection program. I simply matched the voices and the video so I wouldn't get a copyright because I'm smarter than YouTube is. Okay? This is a YouTube video. When we do social media clips, that's usually not something that'll ever get the copyright or whatever, but this is literally a YouTube clip that I ripped. So I'm not going to let them stop me. It was good content. I feel like you guys needed to hear this, needed to see this. So I altered it just enough or way more than enough so they would never be able to stop me. And we're not going to get a strike behind it. Like, there you go. So that's where we're at with it. And I would love to know, right, what you feel about this particular content. Do you feel like she's overboard? This whole scratch his back to sleep thing? Because I haven't heard that before. I didn't even know that was a thing. I did not know that was a thing, but GC over here said he got his back scratched to sleep before. I did not know what was happening. You don't want nobody scratching your back to sleep. Listen, I have heard of some other things. I have heard Lil' Kim in a rhyme a long time ago say that she did something to some homeboy to sleep before too. And when I heard that, bro, I didn't know what to say. I just was like, hey, Lil' Kim had a bar back in the day where she said she helped homeboy out to sleep, and it was even better than the back scratch. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. But there are plenty of ways to put your homeboy to sleep. Feel me? Oh, Jamie, the homeboy. Homeboy's deeper than Barry White. Y'all are killing me for this. And I dig it. But anytime I throw a YouTube clip on, they're not going to get me. Maybe I'll do high pitch. If you guys would prefer high pitch, throw a 1 up. If you want me to keep it like they're on a witness protection program, throw a 2 up. I don't care. But I'm going to have to alter the voice so they cannot recognize what's going on here. I don't want to get a copyright strike. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But I've heard some situations where females have put the people to sleep. Right? Have put their men to sleep. You know what I'm saying? For real, they have put their men to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Put their men to sleep. For real. I don't know if y'all understand that part. You know what I'm saying? But that happens. Yeah, that happens. There are some women who are into it. And if you're a woman who's not into it, then you might want to take notes because some of these cats, man, they getting it off. Both mics. There's at least 2 mics in here. That's what's up. It's a thing. And I like the way she thinks. I definitely agree about comfort. And if that person is worthy of such treatment. I hear you. Chipmunk voice is better. You want the chipmunk voice? Okay, next week I'm doing high pitch. I don't want y'all to complain next week when I do the high pitch because I gave everybody an opportunity to vote. We got one person who said it was a go. So it's going to be chipmunks next week. Yeah, I'll take a massage. When I use my backpack. Okay. When I wake up. Gotcha. For real. And there's plenty of ways to put your man to sleep. But if you were pampering him, soothing him, catering to him in any way, I'm pretty sure it's going to be appreciated. Just understand that, period. If you are taking the time to get to know your man, to figure out what it is that he likes and what he doesn't like, and you are catering to him down to the point where you're making sure that he sleeps well, He is going to have a special place in his heart for you.
Perfect.
I promise you. And women, listen, I know some of y'all are going to say, nah, forget that. Forget that, cuz I ain't doing all that. No. He got to be worthy, blah, 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 this and that, this and this and that. And this is what I'm going to say to y'all. This is what I'm going to say to y'all women. This is what I'm going to say to y'all women. This is a situation where you have to just consider things. Don't waste your time on men that you don't like.
Are you not entertained?
What are you wasting your time for, his time for, if you don't really mess with the homeboy? If you are not into him, you're just not that into him. What are you wasting both of your times for? Why? Why are you wasting your time and his time? If you don't like him like that, if you don't feel the need to cater to him like that, why are you wasting your time, wasting your life, wasting your best years? Why are you wasting his life? What is wrong with you that you feel like you need to deal with individuals? This goes for men too. You're not excused. If you don't feel like you as a man or a woman should be giving 100%, if you feel like you need to throttle, ration your love, your affection, your resources, you are wasting your time and your counterpart's time. You need to stop. If this is not what it is that you do out of love, if you can't find it in yourself to cater to this particular person, Patrice, what's up? Then you should stop. Don't waste his time. Don't waste her time. Don't be with an individual. Don't deal with an individual that you don't like. You have to ask the question about yourself. Why is it that you are stuck with individuals that you don't like? When are you going to take accountability for yourself to say, I need to do better so I can get better? Why is it that you are stuck with somebody that you don't even like, that you can't even stand? If you can't do better, then you need to make the best of it. Why would you want to make yourself miserable and the other person miserable? Don't waste your time. Don't waste your counterpart's time. That's ludicrous to me. Patrice, what you got? I have been down with mine for 20 years. Since '02. Oh, snap. Preach. This is precious. Yes, this is precious, baby. You already know. So, and that's what I'm saying. If you're with somebody who you feel like you don't have to cater to, you're wasting your life. So stop doing that. And you have to ask the question about yourself. You need to ask yourself that question. Why is it that I end up with people that I don't even like? What is it about me and myself that I can improve to get with people who I do like, who I do appreciate, who I would love, who I would admire, who I would respect? Why is it that you keep ending up with people who you feel like aren't worthy? Huh? Why? And I'm going to tell you why. Because you, yourself, you are not worthy. We're going to get into it or no? I'm going to tell you something, man. A lot of times we hear these things. We hear these women. They will say, men like variety. Men like something different. They're just animals. And I'm here to tell you this. Men don't necessarily like something different. They just want something different than you. I apologize. Get your game up. Got some comments over here. Appreciate you, Patrice. You already know what time it is. Haven Tarot. Some people ration things because they want to maintain a full sense of control. Well, guess what? If you feel like you have to ration things, you have no control over the situation. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You have no control over the situation. None. Stupid. All right. Sometimes it's not a matter of lack or not being able to stand the person. It's just a matter of not wanting to see them with someone else. Miserable BS. Okay. And what was false? I want to know what you think was false. I don't know where that's at, but that's where I'm at with it. At some point, us as humans have to take accountability for ourselves and our own actions. And what I'm here to tell you, what you get is what you are. You are a product. And what you receive is a product of what you are. What you receive is a product of what you are. What you have access to is a product of what you are. Men, for the most part, understand it. There are some people who are numbskulls. There are some people who just don't get it. I understand that part. There are some men who just don't get it. And they say life isn't fair. And why don't I get the girls? Why don't I get that one? And everything else. And they don't get it. They don't dig it. They don't understand that they have no game. They don't understand that they have no charisma. They don't understand that being broke ain't cool. They don't understand that you're supposed to be on your purpose. They don't understand that you give people things that they don't earn and they would disrespect you. They don't have any concept of any of that. And I'm going to tell you right now. Don't you, as a man, ever believe what a woman says. Never. Don't you ever believe what a woman says. Believe what a woman does. Because that, my friend, is the truth. Right. Men love stray and strange. My stepdad used to say. I'd love some more context on that. And I dare somebody to call up, man. Don't be bashful out here, man. And I know y'all got something to say up in here. I see it on the comments. Feel free to call up. It's all good. Feel free to call up. Number sitting right there. You already know what it is. Feel free to call up. Patrice gave out the cat crying. When I throw the cat up, that's the symbolism of something. If that was that what you saying out here, man? Let me know. Elaborate. And like I said, y'all feel free to call up. I'm all for it. I would love to hear, particularly a woman's point of view on this situation. If you feel like men could do more, if you feel like women could do more, if you feel like you got the answer sway, then I want to know what it is that you got. I want to know your insight because I want to hear, particularly a woman's point of view, because this was very loaded. This little interview that she had, this is only a minute and a half. It was a 13-minute, at least clip that was on the page from the official page. The person who gave the interview, that was Miss Booty or whatever her name was. I forgot, but yeah, it's there. I'll leave a link in the description somewhere. But yeah, she had a lot, and she was talking to Jasmine Brown, which is Watch Jazzy on her social media. If any of you are interested in that, so I want to know where you stand with that also. But I'm here to tell you, man, whatever you thought may not be. You have to understand. We just went over that. That most females will purpose you, and just because she made you wait for the cookie, she made you prove yourself, your worth, made sure your money was right, made sure your game was right, made sure that you made great decisions that had nothing to do with Pookie or Chad, whichever she chose to get a good as a way to, for free, for nothing. And that's all he was ever expected to do. You have to understand that your wife, your fiance, your girlfriend, your lituation that you got, that you worked hard for, that you put in work for, same girl, don't give it up. to the homeboy for nothing.
She belongs to the streets.
And if you guys, any gentlemen out there that want to know how to become that guy, the D-supplier, the best job on the planet. If you want to know, how to become the D-supplier, holla at your boy, but that ain't free. Holla at your boy, but you got to get a private consultation for that one. Listen, it's a lot of work for me to go over everything that you, listen, if that's what you want to do, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. That's what you want. Holla at your boy. I got you. Instagram at Trev Smoove. Trev_Smoove. Holler at your boy. I got you covered. If that's what you want to be. Because that's not a hard thing to be. Pause. It really isn't. That's an easy thing to be. Take it to the streets TV. Chew the Fat with Smoove. What's happening?
Yo, what's good, Smoove?
What up? Who that is?
How you doing?
What up? I'm cool. Oh, snap. What up, homeboy?
So look, right? I like what Shorty was saying on that. Like that was really enlightening.
How much did you like it? Was it refreshing on a scale from 1 to 10?
It was 10. It was 1,000.
Woof. There's no more than 10, so we're gonna say 10.
Nope.
Carry on. We get it. You loved it. Loved it.
10.
Emphatic
but
loved it.
But you know why though? You know why? Like it's because like maybe she's a little bit older woman, but now she see like, damn, you know, I probably passed up on some good guys, right? But now she giving her best. She giving her all. And that's what you should do in a situation. You should know, as a man, you should know how to cater and take care of a woman, right? And as a woman, you should know how to cater and take care of a man.
How do you cater to a woman,
dude?
If you want
that person, you see that person.
But before we get into that, how do you cater to a woman, bro? How do you cater to a woman? I want to know.
For men?
Yeah. How does a man cater to a woman? What do you do?
Mostly, it's a financial thing, right?
Provider?
But it's not just a financial thing. It's providing, but at the same time, men are more than just providing money, though. And I think that's what fucks everything up in society now. Okay. Everybody values somebody just off of how much money they make, but that's not who the fuck you are as a human being, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, so if I only value a woman for her body, right, and I just want to fuck on her, how good is that? What is that worth? Now I got a fucked up baby mom, and I got to deal with all this wild shit. I'm on child support, this and that. So now you don't value a woman just for her body, and they shouldn't just value a man for their money. You get what I'm saying?
Got it. Okay.
I feel like that's the thing, point blank period. We don't value the person that we with or the time we spend with them. Most motherfuckers value just, oh, he could do something for me or she could do something for me. Value the person that you with. And that's why a lot of times people end up in sad situations or messed up situations because you didn't marry this person or be in a relationship with this person with good intentions. Oh, if he got money, he could buy me a car.
Hold up, Morg. I see Mike Lowry drop some gem right there. Provide, protect, and pipe. The 3 P's. I like that. Carry on, Morg. You got it.
I like that. But yeah, he's right. You know what I'm saying? Provide, protect. But all right, now you're talking about protection. How do you protect the woman? She gotta listen to you. When you tell her something, she gotta do it. Because you ain't telling her for no reason. So that's trust, being comfortable. It's everything. It's a lot more than just how much money I make and all that type of shit. It's a lot more than that. It's about, you know what I'm saying? Like women, like she said in the interview, she was like, oh, I pay attention to you. I study you. So I don't even gotta say nothing. She already making breakfast for me. I don't gotta say nothing. She know I had a long day. I need some new work boots. I ain't cop them yet, but they on their way. They in the mail. So what she do? She rub my feet.
Woo! You got women out here rubbing your feet? You got women out here rubbing feet, cuz? Huh? Huh?
It's not.
Huh?
What?
It's not about nothing. Like, she want to do that for me, right?
Ah.
And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
I'm
'Cause
sure
she
you do.
appreciates me, and so we bringing the best. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing our best foot forward, because that's what they
No
do
pun
with their
intended.
careers, right?
Yes, that's what we do. So,
That's
so
what
you,
they do with their careers.
so you
Bring
saw
your best foot forward. So when you come home, bring your best foot forward.
true. So you feel like people should accept it as duty, is what you're saying. Accept it as your duty.
Yeah, nah.
Your duty.
Yeah,
But
'cause
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? It even seems like
What?
she's beyond that. Because she said it is her joy. Her
Right.
joy
Right.
to be his
Because
rest.
you know what? She's not in it just for her. That's like a female sucking your dick, right?
Okay.
She do that just purely to pleasure you, right? She get enjoyment out of pleasuring you. That's different.
Yes, that is
You know
different.
what I'm saying?
That is different. There are some females
That's
who are like that.
different. When somebody just want to see you happy, that's a good thing. That's amazing. That's divine. Somebody doing something just for you. I want to see you happy.
True. Joe Greer Film says,
I want to make you feel good.
what the fuck? This is so irrelevant. I'm gonna read it though. I'm one of the only dudes in history to ever go 1-6-0 Nuketown Call of Duty. I got screenshots to prove it. Gamer life. He's really salty about that gamer
Nobody
shit,
cares
bro.
about that.
He's so salty about that gamer shit.
That means nothing about
I hear you,
nothing.
brother. I hear you, brother. But
That ain't nothing about nothing. Like,
he's kind of
what are you talking for?
pissed about that, bro. He is pissed.
So
I hear you. I hear you.
you.
And Mike Lowry says, I need that Jesus treatment. Rub the feet with the olive
Right.
oil
Oh.
in the hair.
Right.
Ooh, baby.
Because you know
In
what's
the
funny?
hair.
That's funny that he said that, because
That
a
happened
lot
to you
of
too.
females are like promiscuous and do this and do that, right?
Yeah.
But and they talk about Jezebel, this and that. But Jezebel was able to recognize Jesus.
See, here's the whole thing.
She didn't treat him like he treated.
Jezebel wasn't just the 304. Jezebel was a caterer, right? Jezebel wasn't like
Right.
you see Jezebel, you think she's just a heathen, and you know what I'm saying?
Because that's what they make her out to do.
That is what they made her out to be, but she was a pleaser, man. She got what she wanted out of the deal, but she was a pleaser, man. She knew how to get it popping. She knew how to get it popping. She knew how to patronize men. I don't know. There's no one who can ever tell how she really felt about it. There's no one who can ever tell what it is that she actually got anything out of it. If and when or is who knows. But the one thing that nobody can deny is that she had game and she knew how to please the men.
Right. In a relationship, you cater to your partner. That's plain blank period. I had this one shorty, right? And I had told her, I was like, yo, you gotta earn all that. She ain't like that.
Earn all what? Earn all what?
She wanted my time. She wanted everything. So you gotta earn that shit. You ain't showing me nothing for me to give it to you. You gotta earn that.
How did she treat you though?
A lot
How
of
did she treat you though?
Regular as fuck. I wasn't like, it was regular. Like I'm
Oh,
not
okay. So
putting
she
myself
never
all
got
in-
it. So she never got it. You dismissed her?
She never got it. She never got nothing. She got what she put into it. And the thing is, a lot of people want to just get. They want to put the least amount of effort and energy and get the most.
And that's
can't
where
do that.
that's where
That's
we're
not life.
messing up at. That's where we're messing up at. I promise you, like that was bars right there. You gotta get an extra combo for that, brother. For real, people want the most for the least.
And do the least.
And that
You can't do
is
that.
what Western civilization tells you is okay. That's why we're behind the nation. As a nation, I apologize. That's why we are the most obese nation. We are the first world country. We have the most violent country. We have the most obesity, the most depression, the most anxiety, everything else. Why is it that we suck so much and we're supposed to be the most powerful, beautiful country in the world? Because they lied to you. They lied to you. They told you that you were supposed to get the most while doing the least.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, this is a capitalist country.
That's not true.
That is not how it works.
But that's how you keep slaves, though.
So you keep what?
Slaves. Modern slaves. That's how you keep modern slaves.
True.
Keep on thinking that they could do the least. When these people that are rich, you know how much they work? I know how much I work now. I ain't rich. The hell? People, would it take to run the company? Would it take to do what you do?
It's different.
It take a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's different, right?
It's a lot.
Are you willing to put in the work in though? You tell me that all the time. But you gotta be willing to put the work in.
You gotta be pulling. Yes, that is exactly it. Are you willing to put the work in?
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
For real.
They don't want to do that because they've been told and they've been taught by like scorned people that don't have the ability to heal themselves. Yeah,
absolutely. You're gonna have absolutely have a skewed perspective if you're taking advice from scorned people. And those are usually the ones with the loudest voices.
That's all.
That is the problem. They have the loudest voices. The people who don't know what they are talking about usually speak the most loud. Period.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
I ran into a woman. She was Sunday. She was proud to say, I don't cook on Sundays and this and that. Like, what you mean?
Sunday's the most important day to cook. Are you kidding me? Where they do that at?
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Nah, like maybe a Friday.
Maybe
a Friday you eat out. Friday's a good day to eat out. You know what I'm saying? Or even a Saturday.
Saturday is takeout.
Yeah, you can do that. But a Sunday, that's family day. Like she obviously didn't have a good example at home.
We sitting at the table. Right, exactly, and that's important because, like, when I talk to people, when I talk to females nowadays, and I'm dating and shit, like, you gotta be with that shit. That shit gotta mean.
I'm gonna tell you something, gentlemen and ladies. Listen, but mostly gentlemen, this is extremely important. One of the first questions that you need to ask if you plan on going a long way with a particular individual.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
And I'll tell you why. If she does not have a good relationship with her father, she's going to have a very, very difficult time respecting men. Yeah. I don't care how you spin it, but it is what it is.
That's why you got to meet the mother.
The mother as well. The mother cannot be bitter. The mother must be happy. Preferably not single. Preferably still with the father. Right. Because you have to understand that the dynamic of her mother's and father's relationship is going to directly impact the relationship that you are going to have with her.
I saw my mother. Shorty said, I saw my mother cater to my father. So it's already embedded in her. But you got these bitter women talking about, oh, I don't cook, I don't do this, I don't do that. So what do you do at that point?
What do you do? They still make you?
What?
Like, what are you doing, lady? What are you doing, lady? And that's the question. Hey, Mark, yo, we thoroughly enjoyed you today. Pause. Real good insight.
Watching and listening.
We absolutely appreciate your stories, man. You got some good insight. You know what I mean? For real. Keep dealing with the women that you're dealing with, these catering women or woman, whatever the case may be. Do what it do. We absolutely appreciate you for giving your insight and your opinion. I would love to hear one of these ladies that you're dealing with call up and encourage some of these women. And I'm not going I would love to hear. Or a woman like them, for real. But I I would love to hear the woman's perspective on this. But we appreciate your thoughts, bro. We holler at you soon. You already.
I appreciate you listening.
Word.
All right, I'm gonna holler at you
Later. That was some insight for that ass, man. For real, for real. Hope y'all enjoyed what he had to say. He definitely has some interesting experiences. Definitely have some women that caters to his needs. And at the same time, he understands what his position is. At no point did he just say that he was taking advantage of these or this particular individual, right? He never said, yo, well, nah, my woman, man, I'll do what I want. He understood what his duty was. And that's what we have to understand, men. You have to be a good provider. You have to be a good decision maker. You have to be a provisioner. You have to be sound. A woman has to trust that when there's a dangerous situation, a threatening situation, whether it be finances, whether it be somebody, there's a bump in the night and somebody's coming in the house, pause, or whatever. She has to know that you are going to be able to handle this situation as a masculine man would. And you have to understand that. Don't just think that a woman is going to cater to you by default. That's not how life go. These are things that are earned. GC said it earlier to you cats. It doesn't just come to you just like that. You have to earn this. You must earn these privileges. There is no woman who's just going to cater to you by default. She has to feel a certain way about you. She has to feel a certain way about you. And here's what I'm saying. This is what I would say to women. This is what I would say to men. Please, please don't waste each other's time. If you are with an individual who you are not encouraged, if you are not compelled, if you are not in the mood to go all out for, don't waste their time. Please move on. Don't even do it. Don't even waste your life. Your life is precious. Don't waste your life on somebody you don't really want. If she's just not that into you, you have to recognize. You have to be able to discern the people who love you and the people who don't. This is a characteristic that is very necessary. Not just necessary, but very necessary as an adult. Women, if a man does not treat you properly, if you can't get a hold of homeboy, if he don't really like you like that, if he's not a provisioner, if he's not a provider, if he's not a protector or a piper even, don't waste your time. Do not waste your time. Your time is precious. You have to have enough love for yourself to be able to discern these type of things. It's your duty to be able to understand, hey, this person likes me. Hey, this person doesn't. This person appreciates me. This person doesn't. This person caters to me. This person doesn't. And that's when we get into matchups. You have to understand. We get into this a lot. Men are hypergamous by nature. Women are hypergamous. Men are hypogamous. And the meaning of that basically is a woman will date up and a man will date down according to their social status and economical status. So what you have to understand that's how it goes. And men, I'm just going to tell you right now, the women who you qualify for will come to you. The smarter ones understand how to they understand strategic placement. They will get in your way. You don't have to look for women that you qualify for. If no women come to you, you got to get your game up. You got to get your game up. If no women are in your proximity, you were doing something very wrong. You were doing something very wrong. Very wrong. And you got to get your game up. Women that will appreciate you, that will respect you, that will admire you, they get in your way. They will strategically place themselves in your way so you can't avoid them. You will find the women that you qualify for. Do not try to go above your means. You're going to get your heart broken. The woman will not appreciate you. The woman will not love you the way she's supposed to. And you're going to wind up cheating with something way lesser. That's just how it goes. Do not chase women. The women who you qualify for will come to you. And if you want better women than you qualify for, then you gotta get your game up.
Perfect.
You gotta get your game up. If the woman that you want don't put themselves in the way, they don't put themselves in your vicinity, you gotta get your game up.
Perfect.
You gotta get your game up. If you were not running into these women, you were either in the wrong places or you are in the wrong place. If you dig what I'm saying. Same thing goes for the ladies. If you are running into men who are not worthy, and these are the men that feel like they have a shot with you, you gotta get your game up. What is it that attracts men to women? Let's dig it. Let's dig it. I'm gonna go ahead and do this rundown real fast. If you are a man, and throw the like up. Everybody in this chat, please throw the like up. We need that. We are trying to dominate this YouTube space. If you have not thrown a like up, please do. If you have not thrown a share up, please do. We appreciate everybody who mess with us, man. We're going to keep bringing the heat. We're going to keep bringing it every week. We do a lot of research. There's a lot of investments going on here. Listen, we go hard for this. All we're asking you to do at this point, go ahead, like the video, share the video with a couple cats who you think might be able to use this knowledge real quick or want to hear this perspective. You know what I'm saying? And if you are compelled, there you go. If you are compelled, like I said, we start at $1. We start at $1, whatever. It doesn't matter. You got $1, you got $100, you got $20, you got $5. There is nothing that's corny. If you say, dig, I ain't even got it like that, but I'll throw homeboy $1, we go with that. Listen, man, we understand that it's real out here. So go ahead and throw what you can throw in that bad boy, man. But we putting it in. We putting that work in, man. So go ahead and holla at your boy. The Cash App is right there for you. CTFWS. Chew the Fat with Smoove. The show name, that's all it is. It's just the acronym for the show name. $ Chew the Fat with Smoove. Go ahead and drop that donation if you feel compelled to. Go ahead and drop that. You can throw $1 on that piece. We with it, man. Whatever you got, go ahead and do it. Let's get it. I'm not even going to keep that up there because I don't want to take away from the show, but it's up there. Chew the Fat with Smoove. That's all it is. CTFWS. Drop that. We appreciate you. We love you for it. But yeah, the calling number is still there. Anyone who feels compelled to call in, please do. It's almost time to wrap it up. We got about 15 more minutes or so. But go ahead and get on there. Do what it do. We love you for it. Go ahead and holla at your boy, man. We ready to talk about it. Any insight that you need, we with it. We ready to go for it. So go ahead and hit the boy up. You know what it is. So I do want to talk about this matchup thing, man. If you were not experiencing what it is that you want to experience, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. That's usually not how anything in life works, no matter what it is that you try to do. If you want a different result, you have to perform differently. So you can't expect a better candidate as your mate and you're not willing to get better yourself. What can you do? We're going to get into the women first, and then we're going to jump into the men if I'm not interrupted by a call, but feel free to interrupt me by the call because I'm going to get right back on it if I'm not. So look, as a woman, I'm going to tell you what a man is attracted to. So if you're a woman, I'm going to tell you right now, your energy is most important. Well, tied with one other thing, which we'll get into next. So if you are pleasant, right? Your energy is just really good. You're easy to talk to. You're not judgmental. You're nice. You're pleasant. That type of thing goes a long way. This is when you're just meeting a person. Now, when you get with a man that you got a good prospect here. You want to attract him. You want to reel him on in. You want to reel him on in, right? This is what you're going to do. You're going to cater to him. You're going to cater to him. And you don't jump out the window, but you just go with the energy, man. If he's doing nice, you do nice. You have to weigh it out because you can't do this for every man. You have to see where he's at with it. You see how receptive he is to what it is that you're doing. You need to be very nice, though. And what I will say is that people are generally motivated when they see a woman who's willing to cater to them. It's something that's almost undeniable. Undeniable. Moderators, get that chump right there. Please block that fool. Moderators, get him up out of here. I appreciate you. Get him out of here. Moderators, get him out of here, please. Yeah, my man. Appreciate you. So, with that, right? As a man, he's going to appreciate a woman who's feminine energy. All that boss B stuff, that's out. Nobody cares about that. Men generally don't care about your income unless they're broke. This is a fact. Men generally don't care about a woman's income unless they're broke. Right? So you can make bread, you can't make it, doesn't matter. But men don't have access to your bread. And they won't try to use their bread unless they're broke. And do you want a broke cat? Probably not. I'm pretty sure that's not one of the boxes that you check. Broke cat. No. So ignore that. Men are attracted to femininity. So your energy should be feminine. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean that anybody's the boss of you. It just means that you're soft, soothing. You're good to be around. You're a pleasure to be around. That goes a long way. Are you considerate? And this goes both ways. Consideration is the number one thing that will lead you to a long-term, sustainable relationship. Consideration, meaning if you think of what it would be that would make your counterpart happy before they think of it. Homegirl hit it on the head. She studied the homeboy and was like, yeah, I know what he likes. I already know. She dug in. She was dug in. She had the claws all the way up in there. Homeboy could not get out of that. Could not get out of that. She had the claws in. She was ready to do it. She got in there, dug in, and said, this is what he likes. I'm about to do that before he asks for it. That takes a conscious effort. That takes a certain amount of love for somebody to do. When a female starts to act like that, it's very difficult to do the wrong thing by her. And females don't understand that part sometimes. There are some females who dig it, but there are a lot of females who don't dig it. That is how you keep a man in the first place. So, femininity, very big. Looks, we're going to get on it. We're going to get on it with the looks. Listen to me. Listen to me closely about these looks. Soundbite alert. Screen capture now. Listen to me when I tell you this. If you're going to get up, throw a weave on, throw a wig on, throw the makeup on, beat your face up, get all smell goody, throw a dress on, so you can get all the attention on the outside. And then you come inside the dome where your man at, where he has to look at you, where he has to observe you, where he has to experience you. And then you throw a scarf on. And then makeup gone. and then you don't smell so good. None of that. How do you think that would make a man feel? Have you ever thought how that would make your man feel? The fact that you would get ready for the outside world and put so much effort into your appearance. You throw makeup on, you gotta beat your face. You gotta make sure your weave is right. And you make sure every hair is in place. And you got all the makeup on. You want the shoes to match and everything else. All that. You doing all that. And then you come home and you just relax. And then you have the mindset to say, hey, you know what? Oh, well, he should accept me for me. No. 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 And no. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you're going to put all that effort into strangers, all that effort into strangers for the men and women on the outside, you put all that effort in for the men and the women on the outside, and then you say, F me? Huh? I get to see you like this in rare form, and then these cats get to enjoy you at your best. Huh? I'm supposed to appreciate that. I'm supposed to appreciate the fact that you put more effort into people who don't care about you. These phony cats that put no effort into you. No energy into you. Don't even like you. And you dressing up for these cats. You looking good for these cats. And then you come home to me and throw a bonnet on? Take the makeup off? Huh? Take the heels off? I'm supposed to be good with that? Am I supposed to be good with that? Me? I'm supposed to be good with that? Come on, son. What we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? How is that a good thing? Why is it that you put all the effort in the world to outside strangers that don't even like you? That don't even like you. And I hear these females' conversations. They know these cats is phony. They know them cats at work don't like them. And they go dress up and put on for them. And they know they don't like them. Don't even F with them. You putting all that effort in for them cats. And then you come home and be all regular with me. Disrespect. Disrespect. Don't do that. And don't expect a man to accept that. Because that ain't how it go. Period. Now, we done dug into the females, man. Pause. Pause, no pause. We done dug into the females. We got to dig into the mans, man. Oh, definitely pause. Man, I ain't going to say that again. But yeah, man, it's your turn. If you are not doing your thing, brother, I can't vouch for you, man, because you have to make a woman feel a certain way. A woman has to feel a certain way. So women have to understand that men are visual creatures, and that's why we want you to look as good at home as you do in the street. That is what it is. Take it or leave it. You don't have to take my advice, because there is somebody who gonna do it. There is somebody who off that. There is somebody who understands. Or who you think gonna win in this life is the question. Who do you think is gonna win in this life? The homegirl that understand that her man wanna look as good in the crib as she does on the street? Or the woman who don't understand that and tells you that you're supposed to understand. You're supposed to get it. You're supposed to be punished. I'm supposed to put you second. And then you said, nah, that's not how it go. But what I will say is this. That's enough on the ladies. So the men. This is what we got to do, man. You got to be consistent too, man. You got to be consistent too. You can't have your woman feeling a certain type of way out here, man. At the same time, you can't just be willing to make these sacrifices for money when a new game come out, man. Shout out to all the gamers again. Shout out to all the gamers again. For real, for real. But you can't just be willing to sacrifice when them new J's come out. You can't just be ready to sacrifice when them new J's come out. You can't just be ready to sacrifice when that new car part came out. You got to be ready to sacrifice when your lady needs something too. You got to understand that women have a hard job as well. They have to maintain things as well. Women have to understand, like, it's a lot of duty for women out here as well. They have to be nurturers. That's just what we expect of women. And that's not an easy thing, because sometimes they may need nurturing, but they still got to make sure you held down. They got to save face, and they have to make sure you held down even when they going through it, because it's their duty, and they have to accept it as their duty. And you got to understand that. Sometimes they may not always feel like it. All these things that you expect in a woman to do, we talked about it earlier. It's earned. You can't just give that to everybody. You got to earn it. Because if you earn it, man, you deserve it. And there ain't no exceptions. You got to get it by any means, period. You got to get it by any means, period. So what I'm saying is, if you want that, you have to make sure that your lady is comfortable. She don't need to be out here stressing, man. You can stress on them bills, but you better make sure it happens. You better get up and do it. You better make sure she don't have to worry about it. She can't be stressing over the things that you're supposed to stress over. You can't be no punk out here neither, man. You got to make sure your woman feels safe. The number one thing that women are attracted to outside of status and money, as far as personality traits, is security. You have to make a woman feel secure. Financially secure. Emotionally secure. 120% physically secure. You need to be able to handle any of these type of situations, period. She does not have to stress about things. She should not be stressing about bread and she got a whole man in the crib. I'm sorry. She should not have to stress about bread and she got a whole man in the crib. You feel me? If she want to add to it, she can add to it. For real, for real. She can add to it.
Perfect.
For the extras. You know what I mean? The vacations, the blah, blah. You know what I mean? That's cool. But she should not have to stress over finances if she got a whole man in the crib. If not, you ain't on your job, bro. You ain't on your job. And I don't know who told you that a woman is supposed to go 50-50, bro.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
I'm sorry, bro. That's not how it go. It ain't 50-50, bro. You a man. And you're going to have to hold a masculine position. If you want to be respected as a man. You want to be treated as a man. You want to be catered to as a man. You got to do man things. It is what it is. It is what it is. You want to be treated like a man, you're going to have to do some man things. Protect, provide, pipe. Like the homeboy Mike Lyra said earlier. She shouldn't have to worry about none of that. None of that. None of that. So, yeah, man. We're going to be jumping up out of here. Listen, anybody just jumping in, please do drop that like. Please do drop that share. We absolutely appreciate it. Please drop that like. Please drop that share. We ultimately, listen, please, we need it. At this one, throw that like, throw that share in that piece. No, we doing all right. We playing with you. But we appreciate it for sure. Definitely throw it down. It definitely helps the algorithm. And it's going to make us take over this whole YouTube thing, man. We can't wait. Go ahead and throw that like, throw that share. You already know what it's hitting for. everybody who jumped in, anybody who jumped in midstream. I always leave my live videos up. So go ahead and like it, share it, whatever. And if you have a comment, a concern, or even a difference of opinion, it does not matter. You can go ahead and comment, and I always respond. So go ahead and do that if you want to. I always respond to most of the comments, if that makes any sense to any of y'all. Those of y'all who be listening fast understand exactly what I'm saying. You already know what it is.
Perfect.
But we appreciate everybody who jumped in, period. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below. You already know what it's hitting for. And we will be back again, same bad time, same bad channel. And just in case a lot of you guys didn't know, I have been dropping more content on the weekends. I'm absolutely dropping more content. So I'm coming in an extra day, and I'm dropping content that's not live, but a different style of video, a lot of reaction videos to some of the things that's going on in modern day society. And just letting you know what it is. And I'm always open to the questions, comments, and concerns with that too. So you already know how to hit that, man. Throw that like, throw that subscribe on that piece. And, you know, anything that you put in the comments will be replied to at some point until I can't keep up anymore. We'll put it that way. But we always appreciate you for jumping in with that. Anybody who joined in, we love you for it. And we'll be here again next week. I am going to drop that Cash App one more time. I'm about to make the school bus exit because you guys said so. School bus has got to go. Yes, there's a click back. Please send me. Ooh, okay. I'll make a click. It's going to be a fast one. Are y'all ready?
Goodbye.
Whew. That thing really play music, bro? What is going on with my life right now, bro? Yo, okay, we hear you. We hear you with that. Yeah, man, but we appreciate everybody who jumped in this piece, man. We're going to be same bad time, same bad channel. Drop that like, drop that subscribe. Please do share this to at least a few people. That's how you really, really grow. The most important part of the algorithm is the share. The shares help more than a like. The shares help more than a comment. The comments are awesome too. So I'm going to give it to you in the order. Shares, comments, likes. They're all important. But I promise you, the biggest engagement is definitely the shares. That will absolutely put you on the map. So that's how you make your favorite YouTuber grow. We're here for it. Appreciate you. And until next time, stay hungry, my friends. Never thirsty.